2 Works For You starts right now.
Good morning and thank you for choosing 2 Works For You Midday. I'm Travis Guillory. Scott and Lisa have the morning off. We're learning new details about the police chase in North Tulsa that resulted in a gunfire exchange between a suspect and an officer. 2 Works For You reporter Jitzel Puente is live from where the chase ended on West Brady Street near Gilcrease Road, where a second suspect was caught. Jitzel?
Well, Travis, police tell us that a suspect was hiding behind a house here in this neighborhood, but it wasn't long until a K-9 tracked him down. Police tell us that it actually all started about 7 miles south from this location when the suspects pointed a gun at a woman who was giving them a ride and then stole their car. A police officer spotted that stolen vehicle at a gas station in North Tulsa. When he tried to stop the driver, he took off and led police on a chase. Then police say the passenger of the stolen car fired several shots at the officers chasing him, and an officer fired back. Luckily, no one was hurt during the exchange of gunshots. Police say the 2 suspects eventually stopped the car and ran into a neighborhood behind the Quick Trip on Brady Street. After about an hour of searching the neighborhood, police found the driver of that car.
One of the things that helped us, we were able to put a lot of officers into the area very quickly. We were fortunate in that we had a relatively low call volume last night, so we had a lot of officers available to respond to the call. So we were able to lock down the area, set up a solid perimeter, and get the dogs out tracking him fairly quickly after the pursuit ended.
Police say the driver will be booked at the Tulsa County Jail and face several complaints, including being in possession of a stolen vehicle. Officers believe the 2 suspects are connected to a robbery outside the city. The stolen car was towed away to be processed for evidence. Now, we also saw TPD's helicopter circling this area with no luck. Again, that second suspect, who is believed to be armed and dangerous, is still on the run. Reporting in North Tulsa, Jitzel Puente, 2 Works For You.
Thank you, Jitzel. Well, it's been a very busy morning for Tulsa police. They have just arrested a man for stealing a truck and leading them on a chase from Tulsa to Sapulpa. Police say they were first called when someone reported that Charles Brown had thrown a brick through a window and was being abusive. They say Brown then stole a pickup truck from Fire Station 26 and refused to stop when police tried to pull him over. Brown was arrested when he came to a dead end in a neighborhood near Woodland and Birch in Sapulpa. Today, we could find out the names of the people involved in a deadly officer-involved shooting in Tulsa. Yesterday, police responded to a call about a man pointing a gun at people near 11th and Wheeling. Whenever they arrived, investigators say a naked man ran from a home nearby pointing a gun at an officer. Police say the man did not listen to orders to drop his weapon and was shot multiple times. He later died at a hospital. His name has not yet been released, and the officer who shot him has been placed on paid administrative leave. Before last night, the last time a Tulsa police officer opened fire on a suspect was just last month. Police say the officer discharged her weapon when a woman accused of driving a stolen truck attempted to run her over. That suspect wasn't hit by a bullet but was arrested and is now facing multiple charges. Well, it should go without saying, but it is pretty cold outside, Brandon, and it's going to get even colder, right?
That's right, especially, Travis, when you factor in the wind chills. Look up towards the north right now. You can see those wind chills around Bartlesville and southeast Kansas. Well, for example, Bartlesville at 17 above. That's what it feels like when you step outside, and 15 in Coffeyville, and we definitely do expect colder wind chills on the way for tonight and tomorrow morning as well. 32 degrees is your current temperature at the Tulsa International Airport. Northerly winds now between about 10 and 15 miles per hour. Here's your most accurate forecast for today. This afternoon, not getting too much warmer, only punching up into the mid-30s. The daytime high right around 35 degrees and northeasterly winds between about 10 and 15 miles per hour. So today, that's the best we could do in the Tulsa area, and even colder temperatures on the way for tomorrow on your latest 10-day forecast. So yes, the frigid wind chills, especially tonight at 0 or just below after sunset. Nice sunshine sticking with us over the next couple of days, and it gets even colder around New Year's Eve. The coldest air of the season so far is coming up on your 10-day forecast, Travis.
Thanks, Brandon. Well, with Christmas now behind us, it's back to politics for President Trump. His critics are looking forward to 2018 when they believe we'll hear more about what the special counsel and FBI uncover related to a Russian meddling in the presidential election. NBC's Edward Lawrence has more from Washington.
And Jordanian armies.
President Trump at his Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida gets back to business today. He set aside sometimes harsh language on Twitter to send a Christmas message of peace.
On behalf of Melania, myself, Barron, and the entire Trump family, God bless you, God bless America.
Still, the president not backing off the FBI this past weekend, pushing the idea that the Clintons gave FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe's wife a large campaign contribution, while the FBI looked into the use of Hillary Clinton's personal email server.
So the president is saying we need to know that our civil servants are doing the honorable thing, and it's important the American people know what happened in that investigation.
The president also announcing a United Nations cutback. The UN's budget has been reduced by $285 million. It comes days after a UN resolution condemning the president's decision to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital, and this warning.
When we make generous contributions to the UN, we also have a legitimate expectation that our goodwill is recognized and respected.
The White House will also have to sell their new tax plan, signed into law, to the American people. Democrats say it will amount to a tax increase for the middle class. The president says workers will see fewer taxes taken out of their paychecks starting in February. Edward Lawrence, NBC News, Washington.
Developing this morning, the parents of more than a dozen girls who claim they were molested by a teacher's aide have now filed a lawsuit against an Oklahoma school district. The lawsuit was filed Friday against the Perry School District. Police say 86-year-old Arnold Cohen admitted to inappropriately touching the girls when he was a teacher's aide. Court documents say the district's former superintendent and at least one school board member knew about the accusations of molestation. An attorney who represented some of the victims hopes this federal case will bring justice to people he believes were complicit.
Every vampire needs a keeper. The vampire can't exist without the keeper. And the administration and the principal and the teacher were the keepers of Arnold Cohen. And it's time that they meet justice.
Former Perry Elementary School principal Kenda Miller and a former teacher, Jeff Sullins, have been accused of failing to report initial claims made against Cohen. Court documents say the two didn't report the allegations because they didn't believe the students. The civil trial is expected to begin next year. New this morning, Tulsa firefighters battled flames inside an abandoned building. Police say they were already in the area near South Memorial and East 66th Street when they saw smoke coming from the old Macaroni Grill. More than 25 firefighters arrived with several trucks to contain the flames. Officials say the restaurant has been shut down for at least 4 years and was red flagged due to problems with the roof. Crews say the fire damaged the roof even more, and now the building is a total loss. The fire department says the last inspection of the building was 4 months ago. Right now, investigators think it may have been started by a homeless person trying to warm themselves up. New this morning, the Tulsa County Sheriff's Office has more than $850,000 in legal fees just this year. Nearly half of that was spent defending the wrongful death lawsuit of Elliot Williams. Williams died in 2011 after lying naked and paralyzed for 51 hours on the floor of a jail cell. The sheriff says he's implemented changes at the jail since he took office, which he believes will result in fewer lawsuits. The changes include hiring a new medical provider and jail administrator. Well, home for the holidays, it was a Christmas miracle for one Oklahoma veteran, how he was reunited with a friend he thought he'd lost forever. You're watching 2 Works for You Midday. An Oklahoma veteran has been reunited with his dog after thieves stole her. Jeff Hoffman's home was broken into in Jones last week. The thieves abducted his 3-year-old pit bull, Bridget. Determined to get her home, Jeff and his friends put up flyers and posts on social media. Then on Christmas Eve, Hoffman's girlfriend miraculously found Bridget on a country road miles from home.
Bridget didn't move a whole lot, but as soon as she saw my girlfriend coming, she started wagging her tail.
The dog was taken to an Oklahoma City vet for dehydration and deep cuts to her leg. She was later released and sent home. Well, it's almost the first of the year, and that means getting in shape will be at the top of many people's New Year's resolution list. We have some tips to help get you started.
And we're tracking wind chills around 0 tonight near the Kansas border and the possibility of more snow on the way for this weekend on your 10-day forecast coming up.
Healthy new habits may be on your list of New Year's resolution, but sticking to them may be challenging. Reed Binion shows us some practical ways to keep it up in this 2 Works For You Health Alert.
If you're looking to develop new healthy habits for the new year, you need to start with commitment and consistency. Breaking in a new habit can be a challenge, but repetition helps it become the norm. For instance, the first few days at a new gym or morning workout routine can be rough. That's why experts suggest